Defence Secretary Mark Esper will be calling Defence Minister Rajnath Singh today. This will be the second dialogue between the two leaders since the India-China face-off in Ladakh intensified. The Ladakh situation is likely to be discussed and also, of course, closer Indo-US defence ties. This would include beginning military exercises, which were stopped because of COVID, and also the 2+2 talks involving defence and external affairs ministers planned for the end of the year. So there will be discussion about the schedule of those 2+2 dialogue and those talks, but there is going to be considerable focus also in this dialogue over what's happening at the line of actual control. Manjeet Negi is joining us with more details on this. Manjeet, this dialogue, this conversation really between the US Defence Secretary and Rajnath Singh will be very, very important considering what's happening with China at this point.
Well, Akshita, around 11 a.m. Today morning, the U.S. Defence Secretary Mark Esper will call Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, and they will discuss the current situation and especially the military talks between the two countries stopped after the COVID, and the also 2+2 talks planned for the end of this year in 2020. So both leaders will discuss the 2+2 talks and also the military exercise between the two armies. And India also planning to buy some equipment and the other things in emergency procurement. So these are the things which we discussed during the two leaders. And also between the two countries, India is expecting and make it clear that as far as situation with China is concerned, India will handle this situation itself and not the help from the US if necessary.
All right. Today, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be addressing the nation. This will be the 6th address to the nation by the Prime Minister since the outbreak of the coronavirus pandemic and the subsequent lockdowns. His address comes on a day when Unlock 1 is ending and new guidelines for Unlock 2.0 are kicking in from tomorrow. All activities will remain permitted outside of containment zones except for metro rail services, educational institutions, cinema halls, bars, theatres, gyms, swimming pools and large congregations. All of that remains not allowed at this point. The timing of night curfew has been changed. It will now be from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. Domestic flight services and passenger train operations will continue in the country in a limited manner. The government has said that it will further expand operations in a calibrated way. International air travel under Vande Bharat mission will be further opened up in a staggered way. Now, strict enforcement of the lockdown will continue in the containment zones across the country. Kamaljit Sandhu is joining us live this morning with more details. Kamaljit, good morning. You know, all eyes are going to be on the Prime Minister's address at 4 p.m. While we're expecting some details with regards to Unlock 2.0, is there going to be any mention of China?
Well, yes, he is likely to speak on the ongoing situation. He's done this earlier as well, but this is to second guess what he's going to speak. But yes, India is going through difficult times, whether it is COVID, whether it's China. So yes, that could be possibility of mentioning. But again, this is about current crisis within the country. Remember, Indian government has taken a strong stance, whether it's at the borders, the line of actual control, or for that matter, as far as Chinese apps are concerned. Some stringent steps have been taken regarding COVID measures as well. Remember, we are in Unlock 2. This is a time where India needs to be extremely careful. Despite a lockdown, an extended one at that, number of cases are simply rising. Remember, several of the states have gone for their own extension of lockdown. But what is clear is that school, colleges, educational institutions will not open up. There are these other measures. Now, we also know that whether it is gyms, the swimming pools, whether it is congregation, religious, as well as social, political, all of these are banned as of now.